Welcome gladiators, this is xNoodle and welcome to my new episode of All About the Arena. In this videos I will tell you some topics and tell you some heroes to the topics. For example, which is the best EX hero of the last 3 weeks. And tell you some positive and negative aspects about the hero and maybe how to use the hero. Of course you can write something in the comments about which hero you want to know something and I will do a video about it. But today I want to start with additional heroes and of course heroes who are always in the meta game. And let's start with the topic best card in this meta game. And of course the best card is Marlock the Repentant. This hero with the rolls you can see on the bottom of the card is insane good. Of course he has a problem that he needs the 4th roll to get this roll, as you can see on the bottom here. But even if you are lucky, this card is just insane. What can I say, it's just the best card in the game. Now let's go to the next topic, best EX card released in the last 3 weeks. Of course next time if I release another episode of this format, I will just talk about the last EX hero which is released by Feeric. But today it's just about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I just want to summarize the best EX cards and the worst EX card. And of course the best EX card is Yaz. Yaz, this berserker is very effective with the repost. Without the repost, his output is not so high as the other EX card can. But just activating one repost and one sword from him, the damage is just going over 3000 or 4000 and so on. Definitely a good card. Also a good card released is Master Mage Kira. Master Mage Kira is just one of the highest played meta card in this game. You can just see the lightnings, the heavy hit lightning and the spellbreakers. Of course the spellbreakers are very effective. Now just talk about the worst cards who are released. And of course we have there Cinderosa. Cinderosa's output is very low. Of course it's a very situational card. But a buffer like Gemini can beat her easily. Dodges, shocks, backstabs. I think Cinderosa wouldn't be bad if she has a start strange. If the strange starts at 100, I think she would do more damage than, for example, Kira. Of course the damage minus 100 is very effectively against Kira and the fireball too. But with 0 strange at the beginning, she is very low with output. She only gets 150 strange with 2 reds. That's kinda nothing, this is the start from Atep. And the second worst card released is Kamun. Of course Kamun is like Cinderosa, very situational. His skill set is just for pure multi-hitters or pure heavy hitters. But there is a heavy hit in the first spell or in the second spell. He is very bad. For example, we have Okooni, the last preview card who is released. And his heavy hit with the 3 blues will deal, without a buff, 1300. After then he have 2 reds. Both are doing in general 700. You have done 1300 and Kamun healed 700. He don't even heal the damage amount he got. And I think that's the problem. Also you need 2 yellows to activate 2 scarabs. Death Gaze is much better than this card. I would say if the scarab is in the first spell, he would be definitely better. Then as defender, for example against Marlock, he would be so much better. Marlock is activating 2 times the blue one, then the second time the fireball, and this fireball will be absorbed from the scarab. Then Kamun would be a very good meta card. Of course he can then absorb the lightning from Master Mage Kira. Okay, Zoeko was released this Friday and I think this card is very balanced. He is vulnerable to spellbreaker, to backstabs and to dodges. But if he is playing against a pure damage dealer without any debuffs, he is very good. So I think Zoeko is not the best but not the worst card. Let's go to the next topic, the best buffers now and the worst buffers now. And of course the best buffer now is Master Ma. He can be used as a suicidal buffer, then you get 180 strange plus, or as good standalone. With the strange seal he is just doing so much damage if you roll this roll. And the worst buffer of course is the Zachem. The Zachem has a good amount of shield. 200 shield for 1 blue is in my eyes okay. But then the output is very low. To compare the Zachem with another shield buffer, we have Furagu. Furagu okay, he need to roll red and blue to get a all shield 220 or 330. But then he has a potential to win this game or to win this matchup, because the shield bash is very powerful. So he synergizes with his own shield. And the Sachem just have the shield and then a heal. The shield will absorb the damage and the heal will do nothing. I think the Sachem would be better if the shield is turning to swords. Now let's talk about the hidden tip. And the hidden tip for my or for other teams is the Pythia. The Pythia is good when you don't have a Colossi, and she is making you good against powder teams with the All Purify. Of course, when you only have Nords. And Pythia is very flexible. She can play as a pure standalone or as pure debuff cleaner. Of course, the problem with Pythia is then you don't have a real buffer, and if you play with Blanc, it's a double buffer team. If you have a bad matchup, you will start the game with 0-2, and then the game would be hard. But if you buff Pythia as much as you can, she will do great amount of damage, and then you have a good matchup against other. So let's talk about the cards that can be good in higher leagues. And yeah, there is Komiko. The shield and the dodge combo and the shock combo is very good. And the reds will turn into swords. And we have many heroes there which are using the red ones a lot, the red dices. So Komiko is a very good attacker. Also, my pro tip, the Rapid Talender. We have many warriors in this meta game. For example, in the powder team, there is Spatik, there is Selene. And this card, the Rapid Talender, would be a good addition to a team. Of course, the Berserk will make him definitely better against multi-hitter teams. And of course, if you are playing against the Master Mage Kirill, the Spellbreaker will bring your strength to 900. And then you must have realized you have a critical too, if it's not Spellbreak. So I think the Rapid Talender could be a good card. So, and now the special seals on card, and please don't do this. It's just a fun card. So we have here Atep. Atep have 150 strange at the beginning. With the strange seal, he get 210. As maximum you can do 1260 damage. Better than every skill with the perfect roll. So I think this would be good seal, but don't do this. This is just wasting your seal and place in your team. Well, and now there is the funny gameplay from ADC and from Ryan. Thank you for watching this video and have fun with this gameplays moments. See you guys.
Clock here. As you can see, I have a clock here, a clock here. Let's see. Okay, he has double swords, so I will trigger both my riposts, and they will be activated after the Spellbreaker, so I will definitely trigger them. That's interesting. Okay, okay. I should be able to win, I think. Oh yeah, 5,000, look at that. So yes. So let's see if we can roll this crazy hit 6 times strength. Oh man, okay. Come on, she can. Oh, come on. 4 blues.
Atep's gonna put in work. Yeah, eat that. Yeah, 300 damage. What are you gonna do now? Why do you be such a try-hard noodle? You're up against 2 of the worst cards and you go full force against them. I mean, it's aggro, so... Alright. Okay, good news is we got to play a troll deck against someone who actually suggested it. So you got to play against probably one of the worst decks ever played in Ranked. Well, to an extent. I mean, I could go as far as to play bards and just try to attack with them, see if that works. You did not just do that. You did not just do that. Oh, that was epic.